Alright, hey guys, so there's been a new Humble Bundle. This one's called the Humble Classics Return Bundle, and it includes quite a strange mixture of games. There's some strategy games, some isometric RPGs, and some point-and-click adventure games. Before I get into it, I do want to mention that if you use my referral link in the description below, you can help support me and this channel by scrolling down to where you can choose where your money goes, and my name will pop up if you decide to use my link, and you can actually help support this channel by sending me a portion of your purchase, or you can send me the full amount, whatever you decide. You can also choose to support Humble Bundle, a charity, or the developers as well. So going back up, the first tier of this bundle, which is currently just $1, is Broken Sword 5, Shadowrun Returns, Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy adventure, and also Shadowrun Dragonfall. So you're getting 2 point-and-click adventure games, and then the Dragonfall, or the Shadowrun series, is more of a tactical, I guess you call it a tactical strategy game, kind of similar to the XCOM series. I haven't played them, but it looks very similar. So scrolling down to the second tier, which is currently sitting at $7.71, you get Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition, Wasteland 2 Director's Cut, which is a $40 game on Steam, Age of Wonders 3, which is a $30 game, and Xenonauts, which I think is like $25. All these games have very positive reviews. Wasteland 2 is another, I guess you call it like a turn-based tactical strategy game, very similar to like the XCOM series and so forth. This game is supposed to have a really long, like, good story as well. I think there's like a 40-hour story that goes along with Wasteland 2. I could be mistaken on that. I haven't played it, but I've heard it's a really good game and it's worth checking out. Age of Wonders 3 is a pretty cool game as well. It says here that it's a mix of empire building, role-playing, warfare, and it's turn-based, like, fantasy strategy and combat. Play a little bit of the trailer just to show you guys what it's about. Hopefully it gives a good sense. I haven't played these games, so it's kind of hard to make a video about this bundle just because I'm not too familiar, but Age of Wonders 3 definitely looks pretty fun, especially if you're into like grand strategy games like the Total War series or just fantasy games like this. It looks pretty fun though. So going back, the third tier is currently sitting at $15, and it includes Torment, Tides of Numenera, and Dreamfall Chapters, the Final Cut Edition. So Torment, Tides of Numenera, I'm pretty sure this is like a top-down isometric RPG. So if you guys have played games like this before, it's a lot of storytelling, and it's pretty fun because you're controlling like a group of characters, and you're like leveling up, going on quests, and doing all sorts of good stuff. It looks pretty nice. But that's about all I know, just because I haven't played it yet. But it looks pretty entertaining, and it came out fairly recently. And then Dreamfall Chapters, the Final Cut Edition. This is I think it's another point-and-click adventure game, from what I can tell. It seems to have a pretty good storyline to it. It has something to do with like a headset like that allows you to control your dreams. So pretty interesting. Definitely has a pretty good art style. So it might be a fun playthrough if you're into story-driven adventure games. So yeah, that's that. And you also get $2 of Humble Wallet credit for monthly subscribers. So if you're subscribed to the Humble Monthly, you get an extra $2 that you can spend in the Humble store and pick something else up. Overall, I'm not really sure what to think about this bundle. I think it's fairly good. I mean, the first tier is definitely worth it just because it's so cheap, $1, and you're getting the Shadowrun games. The second tier is quite expensive. Wasteland 2 has been bundled before. It was also in a Humble Monthly quite a long time ago. So if you're missing Wasteland 2, I would say the second tier might be worth it. If you're into Age of Wonders 3, if you're into grand strategy games, the second tier is probably worthwhile. I know Xenonauts is very highly rated. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's more of a like war themed, like sort of, I think it has like some sci-fi elements to it, but again, it's very similar like to the XCOM series. I kind of wish they would put the XCOM games into this bundle. It would have fit in very well compared to the other games. But yeah, if you're into turn-based strategy games, RPGs, and so forth, you might like this bundle. The third tier, I mean, I just don't know a whole lot about the game, so I'm sorry I don't have like a whole lot of information for you. They look good, but you'll have to look into them a little bit more, maybe look at some gameplay on YouTube to see if they're really they fit your style of games. But overall, I would say the bundle's fairly decent. It's fairly worth it. Kind of expensive in my opinion, but overall it has some pretty good games, and some of them haven't been bundled before. I was very surprised to see Age of Wonders 3. That's a pretty good one. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this bundle. And now I just wanted to quickly mention that this month's Humble Monthly includes Dark Souls 3 along with the expansion Ashes of Ariandel. So if you're interested in Dark Souls 3, I encourage you guys to subscribe to the Humble Monthly, which is $12 a month. You also get a random loot crate of Steam games at the beginning of each month. You can look through previous months just to see what the other games were for previous months. Usually it's very high quality, highly rated games. The MSRP of most of the monthlies are above $150, sometimes above $200. So it's pretty exciting to see which games they'll have each month. And of course, when the games drop at the beginning of the month, you're no longer able to purchase the bundle. So you have to subscribe beforehand, and then you'll be eligible to get the rest of the games. But you can start playing Dark Souls 3 immediately. If it's your first time subscribing, you basically pay $12. You instantly unlock Dark Souls 3, and then you'll get 6 to 8 other Steam games at the beginning of March on the first Friday of the month. So yeah, this is definitely a great monthly. If you guys want to help support me, you can use my referral link in the description below. If it's your first time subscribing, I think I get like $10 or something ridiculous. So I really appreciate all of you guys who use my referral link for the Humble Monthly. Also with the Humble Monthly, you also get access to the Humble Trove. So if you're a Humble Monthly subscriber, you also get access to the Humble Trove, which comes with a bunch of DRM free games. You can download these to your computer and start playing these immediately. You can keep them forever as long as you have them downloaded. Even if you decide to cancel your subscription, you can keep the games, which is pretty awesome as long as you download them. So there's a bunch of good games here, and it's really cool. Just $12 a month and you get this whole collection of great games. Along with that, I do want to mention a couple new things over at Fanatical, which is a different bundle website. They have this Car Mechanic Simulator going on, which is $2 for Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. You also get a bunch of DLC that goes along with it. So if you're into simulators, you might want to pick this one up. There's also the Batman bundle, which comes with 4 Batman games for just $10. So you're getting Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and Blackgate, all for $10. So that's a pretty good deal. You also get the season pass for Arkham Origins along with the rest of the DLC. So it's a pretty good deal overall. Just $10. That's $2.50 or $2.50 per game for some AAA games. Like each one of these games has like 10 hours of content. So that's a great deal just for $10. There's also the Pick and Mix Warner Brothers bundle. They have this going on all the time, but this one, it's basically $12 and you get to pick 3 of the games shown below. So you can get things like the Lego games, you can get Mad Max, which is a fantastic game. I highly recommend Mad Max. It's a open world game with a lot of driving, a lot of action. It's really cool. It has a similar combat system to the Batman series, but I pre-ordered Mad Max when it first came out, absolutely loved it, played through it in a few days, but there's a lot of content. It's like I think it's like a 20-hour game or 25 hours. Scrolling down, there's some fighting games: Injustice Gods Among Us, Mortal Kombat Complete Edition, which comes with a bunch of DLC. And there's also Gauntlet Slayer Edition, Scribblenauts, and there's also the Batman Trilogy Pack. So if you decide to pick this one, you get 3 Batman Lego games. So there's a lot of good stuff here. If you're missing these games, you might want to check this out. For just $12, you can pick up 3 of these. I would encourage you to pick up maybe Mad Max, probably the fighting games Injustice and Mortal Kombat Complete, and then I would encourage you guys to pick up the Batman bundle. If you're looking in the Lego games, there's a bunch of good Lego games here too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry I couldn't say more about these games. I just haven't played them, and it's kind of a strange bundle, the Classics Return bundle. I do want to play Shadowrun sometime. Broken Sword 5 does look like a good point-and-click adventure game. Wasteland 2, great game if you're interested. Age of Wonders 3 is a great game. Xenonauts is pretty good. Scrolling down, Torment Tides of Numenera, and Dreamfall chapters. I just really don't know a whole lot about them. I'm not sure if it's worth paying an extra $6, $7 to get these 2 games, but they seem fairly recent and they're both like $30 games. So it might be worthwhile. It depends. It's up to you. You also get $2 of Humble Wallet credit. And again, if you guys want to help support my channel, make sure you use my referral link and scroll down, and make sure you change the slider around if you want to help support me. So that's about it. Thanks for watching and have a great day.